Hello everyone and welcome to another review episode from GadMode, and today we'll be reviewing one of the coolest devices out there in the market. And before we begin, is that a dual front cam in the front of the screen? Yes it is, and which is the company that's providing? Of course it's Vivo. So ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the in-depth review of the latest flagship offering from Vivo, which is the Vivo V5 Plus. So this is the second time the Indian market is witnessing a device which is having a front dual camera after the Lenovo Vibe S1, which was not so popular at the time when it was released, but this device, it is launched at the correct time. Now coming to the build and design aspect of the phone, just look at the phone. This phone is a visual treat to the eyes. I mean, except the fact that this looks like an iPhone, this is not an iPhone with a minor tweaks. So that is what it actually looks like. And look at those beautiful antenna bands that run along both the top and bottom of the back of the phone. Now Vivo here has tried to keep the design in a very minimalistic way by including all the inputs to the phone on the bottom, just like the 3.5mm jack USB port and the outputs like the speaker. And at the same time, it is keeping the top very much neat and clean without any sort of configurations, thereby improving its elegance. On the left hand side you have the SIM card ejector tool, and that's it, nothing else. And on the right hand side you have the power button and the volume rocker, and the build quality of these two buttons are also very much impressive, as these are made up of metal. So the overall build and design quality of the phone is impressive. Now coming to the front hand side of the phone, the top contains the dual cameras, the sensor and the selfie flash, and at the bottom you have the home screen that adds up as the fingerprint sensor. So that is all about the design aesthetics of the phone and the physical overview. Now let's have a look at the software and the user interface of the Vivo V5 Plus. Now almost all the Vivo phones implement the Fun Touch operating system, and coming from an iPhone 6s owner, the Vivo V5's Fun Touch OS is just like a copy of the Apple's iOS software. There are plenty of similarities from the icons to the native apps like the calendar to the settings menu. You even have a control panel that pops up at the bottom and a stacked up multitasking menu with a slide scrolling cards layout. So this essentially means that you are only left out with the notifications in the notification panel when you scroll from top to bottom on the screen. And to be very honest, at some point of time you are going to get confused this with an iPhone when you're continuously using it. And needless to say, there are a couple of shortcomings for this operating system as well. The battery section of the settings menu cannot show you the battery statistics along with the usual battery chart. So this means you will never know how much time you have got with the given battery life. And then there is the layout of the settings menu, which is not for your usual stuff, and you easily tend to get confused with the settings. Now let's have a look at the about phone, wherein we will be finding more features of the phone. So as soon as you click the about phone, you will find the Fun Touch OS and the Android version on which it is built, which is the Android 6.0. The processor is a 2.0 GHz Snapdragon with 625 octa-core processor, and the RAM is 4 GB, and the software version is mentioned over there, the kernel version and all the technical stuff that are related to the phone. So that was pretty much all about the phone as of now, and the next section that we are going to look at is the customizable options that come along with this operating system. Now as we had said before, only notifications come in the notification bar from above. The rest of the options are popping up from below when you swipe from down towards up in a swiping motion. And the other list of features include one in the settings option, where we'll be having a look at it from the bottom. So starting from the bottom, the first in the list is the smart click option. So what exactly is the smart click? The smart click option is something that will actually turn your home screen button or the fingerprint sensor into three differential functionalities, such as opening the camera, Facebook, or turning on or off the flashlight when your screen is locked. So actually you can unlock the phone with any of these three options when your phone is actually locked using the home screen. So this is a pretty cool feature when you want to access something immediately and when your phone screen is locked. The second one in the list is the super screenshot option. So what does this super screenshot do is, like, it will actually let you take long scrolling screenshots. So for example, if you want to record a screen and make screenshot of it, so that's when you use this option. And this is also available in the shortcuts menu that will be accessible from the bottom of the screen, and you can see the red button over there which will actually allow you to take the scrolling screenshot. This can also be turned on on or off from the same controls that are available from the bottom of the screen. Now once you have taken the screenshot, you'll be having an option to play the screenshot, and that's how it works. So this is pretty much convenient when you have a lot of data that has to be taken a screenshot of. So to be much more precise about this functionality, this is more than a screenshot. This functionality actually records your screen and presents it to you in the form of scrolling screenshots. So if you have to send this screenshot to someone in WhatsApp, you will be literally sending a video of your screen recording. Makes sense, right? So next in the list that will make your life easier is the one-handed mode. So this one-handed mode is similar to the one-handed mode in other devices wherein you can control the keyboard or the dial screen with one hand. Now next is a smart split. Smart split is an accessibility option wherein you can split the screen when any of the following messages come, like Facebook, Messenger or WhatsApp, when you're watching a video or doing any other thing. Next is the smart motion. So this is another accessibility option wherein you can turn on or off the flashlight just by the shake of a phone, and this is very much handy when you are in the dark and you cannot find the appropriate buttons to turn on the flashlight. Now this is something that can be actually considered as a smart accessibility option. Now coming to the fingerprint and speed test of the fingerprint, I would really like to comment on the fingerprint sensor of this phone as an impressive one. The oval shape of the fingerprint sensor on the front panel looks in harmony with the phone's rounded corners. Now the position of the fingerprint sensor is a very good one, because in most of the cases the fingerprint sensor is located at the back of the phone, which is very much inconvenient at times. The functioning of the fingerprint sensor is extremely quick and responsive in unlocking the device, and therefore the performance of this is definitely not going to disappoint you. Now coming to the camera, which is the main highlight of the phone, the dual camera on the front is just not a gimmick. I mean, it is just so impressive that the Vivo V5 Plus offers in-depth field and bokeh effects with the front camera. And not only the front camera is so well and so ahead in performance, is the back camera also that does not disappoint you in terms of the performance. And in the back there is a 16 megapixel shooter with the PDAF and LED flash that supports 4K video recording. The camera captures great photos, especially in well-lit conditions. The sharpness is not the best, and when we look at the photos, mostly the low light ones, on a bigger 40-inch display, we could actually notice some graininess creeping in. But with that being said, the camera performance on the V5 Plus is excellent, and also it would be an exaggeration to concede that the smartphone offers the best selfie experience among all the other smartphones out there in the market in this price range. So that was the comprehensive in-depth review of the Vivo V5 Plus, this flagship offering from Vivo. Do give a thumbs up for this video, share this video and subscribe to our channel for much more interesting videos like these.